Hey guys, what's up? Nick Ortiz here. Today we'll be looking at maintaining the mount. This is Ryan, obviously much bigger than I. Today we're going to be looking at the reverse roll. I believe I've made a couple of videos talking about when somebody's on top of us in mount, kipping, displacing body weight, that sort of thing. Well, what can we do when we're the person on top and somebody has a great kipping escape, a great ability to displace body weight? How can we be in a position to nullify our opponent's ability to get inside position, or at the very least just buck us off and create a neutral situation again? The most important thing, for me, two things, is vertical posture and making sure I take a step back. And we'll look at what I mean by that. Taking one step back, that could mean something as simple as going from mount to knee on belly, where I don't necessarily hold on to the mount for so long that I just allow my opponent to get inside position. Rather, I just take one step back from that situation where, I don't want to lose mount, but at the same time too, I'm not going to lose my offensive cycle in terms of a pin either. So it's much better to go a knee on belly, even a side control, and have confidence knowing that, okay, I got mount once, I'll definitely get mount again, and I'm not afraid to just go into a knee on belly, side control, and then establish that position all over again. Much better than your opponent getting inside position on you. So, let's say I'm on top of Ryan, and let's say worst case scenario. We're here, and I feel not only Ryan getting inside position with his elbows, but now his hands are on my hips, and I already know he's going to round out his spine, and from here, as he's rounding out his spine, he goes for the kip. I'm going overhead, and as you can see, he's displacing my body weight. Now, if I hold on to the mount tight, this is no good. He's already in a position to roll me through, buck me off, get inside position. This would be, not a waste of time for me, but at the same time, I understand the mentality. You work so hard to get here, you want to hold it as long as possible, but it doesn't make any sense. We'd much rather look to backtrack a little bit, go into a knee on belly, a side control, and make it so that our opponent has to deal with a different set of circumstances in terms of escaping a pin, rather than just getting an easy escape by kipping us off. So what do I mean by that? Ryan, you're down? Good. I feel Ryan have inside position in between my two knees. He has his hands on my hips. I'm going to take my forehead down to the mat, and I'm going to look to pummel my left leg here on top of Ryan's hip line like so. Then I just windshield wipe and I pummel my right leg on top of my left leg. Then from here, I just look to either go knee on belly or right back to side control. Now the escape is a little bit different. Now there is no body weight to displace because I'm not really on top of Ryan's hips. If I was on top of Ryan's hips, everything inside, and I hold on tight and he goes to kip me, he'll off balance me. So as soon as you feel hands on hips, you already know what this is. Your opponent's going to kip you. From here, take your head down to the mat, pummel your left foot to the inside like so across the hip line. Then from here, take your right leg on top of your left leg. When Ryan goes to kip me now, I could deal with him trying to displace my body weight because my body weight isn't on top of his hips. Then from here, I could either keep the knee on belly or go to side control, either or. From here, we can start working to get underhooks again. And now, because we have this knee on belly position, it's an easy thing to reclaim our mount. And now I can go back to my attacks. Because we backtracked, we took that step back, and we didn't get tunnel vision, we weren't susceptible to the kipping escape, we kept a strong pinning position, we kept our opponent in our offensive cycle, and because we did that, we were able to reclaim the mount and go back to work. A second option. Let's say we're here, we understand that our opponent is good at the kipping escape. Sometimes I'll even avoid going into cross faces. What I'll do is I'll just take vertical posture here like so. I won't cross my ankles, I'll just pinch my knees around the hips. When Ryan goes to move me around, buck, go crazy around. It's pretty much like riding a bull. You're keeping your vertical posture and your weight isn't on top of Ryan. We're not chest to chest, so it's actually really difficult for him to kip. He would have to do a knee and elbow, that sort of thing. Ryan is also protecting his inside position. So from here, this is a great place to start attacking the wrists, starting to pin hands down to the mat. And from here, now we take a cross face, but we have the added benefit of walking the arm up and trapping one arm, getting one arm above the shoulder line like so. Once an arm is above the shoulder, we have katagatames. We could also do it on the opposite side, that sort of thing. But what I don't want is a situation where, let's say I get this cross face, and I know Ryan's a good kipper, so he'll bring his elbows to the inside position like so, and then start to kip me off. So we go back, stop. We go back. Anytime we understand that our opponent is great at kipping, I keep vertical posture, and I just attack the inside position. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to pin an arm down to the mat like so that now I take a cross face, and from here, I can look to walk the arm up above the shoulder line. And once I'm here, I'm in a much better position of attack. And I'm also, more importantly, able to maintain the mount. So, two things that we're looking to do. We're either looking to maintain vertical posture, or at the very least, if you ever feel like you're about to get kipped off, just look to backtrack, look to take a step back, knee on belly, side control, still great pinning positions. We don't lose anything for it, and we can always go right back into mount, and we can always look to, more importantly, get the elbow away from the ribs, start to get an arm isolated, and then start to look to go on the attack.